so you needed an ellipse way out here in this location, okay? And you needed it to go to this spot, to this spot, to this spot, to this spot. You needed it to look like this. You need it in that exact location because of your drawing, okay? So let's find the equation, okay? But we're also gonna answer all the parts. So I need to know the vertex. This is what you'll do on your project. You'll identify all the parts. I need the co-vertex. I would also need the C, which is the foci distance, and the location of F1 and F2. Now, right now, focus on the formula first. Okay, get you the formula. I'll write the numbers bigger. This is 120 here. That's 160 right there, and that's 200 right there. Right here, if you can, that's a 40. That's a 40 here, and that's a 60 right there, and that's a 20. Okay. So each big box is 20, right? 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay. All right. So get the equation and answer as many parts as you can of this, but we're going to fill it out. This is the last one we'll do. This was the goal at the beginning of class. I can put the ellipse wherever I want it, the size that I want it. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. How many of you already have the equation? Okay, so I'm going to put it up there because most of you seem to have it already. So x, you guys help me out. What is it? Plus or minus? Minus what? 160, right? That's how I get it to that. 160 plus y minus 40. That's how you get it to go up. Always equal to 1. Okay. And now I figure out my short axis and long axis radius, right? How the x one's longer. How much? What is that a value? 40, right? 20, 40. Okay. I'm going to erase that. So 40 on the x. And then how long is the y? 20. There's your equation. That equation puts that ellipse right there where you want it. Okay? How many of you had that equation? Almost. Very nice, very nice. Now let's get all these answers. We haven't done a problem with all the parts. Like this is the first one. Okay, so here's the vertex. Let me switch color. This and this is the vertex. The corners on the long side. Okay, so what's this location? 120, 40. That's one of them. That's that left one. The right one is at and 200, same height. 40. There's your vertex, right? The two edges on the long side. The co-vertex is the two vertices on the short axis, on the minor axis. So those two black dots. The top one is located at 160 and 60 on the y. All these are just coordinates. It's the xy coordinate of those points. Okay. The bottom co-vertex is located also at 160. and 20 on the y. Does that make sense? Do you see where I'm getting those from? Yes, yes, okay. Okay, C, okay. C, remember, is the square root of a squared minus b squared. Or the big radius minus the small radius. So the big radius is 40 minus the small radius. What is that, guys? 34.6. We'll just go to the tenths. This number is going to be important, okay? Okay, this is the very last part. Everybody with me up to this point? Everybody on the boat so far? Okay, here's the last part, okay? Please pay close attention to this. The focus, remember, the C, so if my focus is here, that's C is that much, okay? So this is at 160. So to get like that focus on the right, I add 34.6. So what's 160 plus 34.6? 194. Okay. So right here at 194.6, I'm going to call that F2. So F2 is located at 194.6. That's the X location. The Y location is the same as the center, right, at 40. Y'all with me? I just added that, right? Okay. To get F1, you just subtract 160 minus this, because that's the distance right there. So what's 160 minus 34.6? 25? 125.4. Same height, still at 40. So 125 would be like right here somewhere. Did that make sense how to find that? You just add it to that number, subtract it to that number. We good? Questions, guys? That's it. That's it. That's all there is to ellipses. Okay, that's the whole picture. So we're done.